East is east and west is west, and never the twain shall meet, till earth and sky stand presently at God's great judgment seat. But there is no east nor west, border nor breed nor birth, when two strong men stand face to face, though they come from the ends of the earth. Kamal is out with 20 men to raise the board aside. He has lifted the colonel's mare that is the colonel's pride. He's lifted her over the stable door between the dawn and the day, and turned the calkins upon her feet, and ridden her far away. Then up and spoke the colonel's son that leads the troop of the guys. Is there never a man of my own men can say where the Kamal hides? Then up and spoke Muhammad Khan, the son of L2R. If ye know the track by the morning mist, you'll know where his pickets are. At dusk he harries the Abazai, at dawn he is into Benair, but he must go to Fort Bucklow, to his own place to fare. So if you gallop to Fort Bucklow as fast as ye can ride, by the luck of God you may cut him off ere he win to the tongue of Jugai. But if he win to the tongue of Jugai, right swift ye turn ye then, for the length and breadth of that grisly plain is sown with the Camel's men. There's a rock to the left, and a rock to the right, and a low lean thorn between, and ye may hear the breech bolt snick, though never a man has seen. The colonel's son has taken a horse, and a raw rough done was he, with a mouth of a bell, and a heart of hell, and the head of a gallows tree. The colonel's son to the fort has won, they bid him stay to eat. Who rides at the tail of a border thief, stops not long at his meat. He's up and away from Fort Bucklow as fast as he can ride, till he was aware of his father's mare in the gut of the tongue of Jugai, till he was aware of his father's mare with the Kamal upon her back, and when he could spy the white of her eye, he made the pistol crack. Once he fired and twice he fired, but the whistling ball went wide. Ye shoot like a soldier, said the Kamal straight. Now see if ye can ride. It's up and over the tongue of Jugai as the blown dust devils go, and the dun he went like a wounded bull, but the mare like a barren doe. The dun he leaned against the bit and slugged his head above, but the red mare played with the snaffle bars as a maiden plays with a glove. There was a rock to the left and a rock to the right, and a low lean thorn between, and thrice he heard the breech bolt snick, though never a man was seen. They have ridden the low moon out of the sky, their hoofs drum up the dawn, and the dun he went like a stag of 10, but the mare like a barren doe. The dun he fell at a watercourse, in a woeful heap fell he, and Kamal has turned the red mare back and pulled the rider free. He has knocked the pistol out of his hand, small room was there to strive. "'Tis only a favour of mine," quoth he rode so long alive. There was not a rock for 20 mile, there was not a clump or tree that carried a man of my own men with his rifle cocked on his knee. For if I had slugged my head above, as I have held it high, the kite that flies above us now were gorged till she could not fly. And if I had slugged my head as I have below, as a little jackal that flees so fast, were feasting all in her own. Lightly answered the colonel's son, do good to bird and beast, but count who come for the broken meats, before thou makest a feast. For if there should come 1,000 swords, to carry my bones away, belike the price of a jackal's meal were more than a thief could pay. They will feed their horse on the standing crop, their men on the garnered grain, and the thatch of the byres will serve their fires, when all the cattle are slain. But if thou thinkest the price be high, in steer and gear and stack, give me back my father's mare again, and I'll fight my own way back. But if thou thinkest the price be fair, thy brethren wait to sup. The hound is akin to the jackal spawn. Howl, dog, and call them up. Kamal has gripped him by the arm and set him upon his feet. No talk shall be of dogs, said he, when wolf and crave wolf meet. May I eat dirt if thou hast hurt me in word or deed or breath? What dam of lances brought thee forth to dance at dawn with death? Lightly answered the colonel's son, I hold by the blood of my clan. Take up the mare for my father's gift, but by God she's carried a man. It's not a pause. I'm not finished yet. It's just a pause there. So she shall go with the lifter's dower, and my turquoise-studded rein, my bridle, saddle and saddlecloth, and silver stirrups twain. The colonel's son a pistol drew and held it muzzle end. Ye have taken the one from a mate, he said. From a foe, he said. Will ye take the mate from a friend? A gift for a gift, said the camel straight. A limb for the risk of a limb. The colonel has sent his son to me. I'll send my son to him. With that he summoned his only son that dropped from a mountain crest. And he trod the ling like a buck in spring, and he looked like a lance at rest. Now here is thy master, said Camel straight, that leads a troop of the guides, and thou will ride at his left side as a shield on the shoulder rides. Till death or I cut loose the tie at camp or board or bed. Thy life is his, and thy task it is to guard him with thy head. And thou will make a trooper tough, and hack thy way to power. Belike they will raise thee to Rezeldar, when I'm hanged in Peshawar. They have looked each other between the eyes, and there they found no fault. They have taken the oath of the brother in blood, on leavened bread and salt. They have taken the oath of the brother in blood, on the fire and fresh cut sod, on the hilt and the haft of the Khyber knife, are the wondrous names of God. And the two have come to Fort Bucklow, where there went forth but one, and the camel's boy he rides the mare, and the camel's boy he rides the dun, and the colonel's son the mare. Yeah. And when they reached the quarter guard, full 20 swords flew clear, for there was not a man that had his feud with the blood of a mountaineer. Ha done, cried the colonel's son. Put up the steel at your sides. Last night ye had struck at a border thief. Tonight 'tis a man of the guides. Oh, east is east, and west is west, and never the twain shall meet, till earth and sky stand presently at God's great judgment seat. For there is neither east nor west, border nor breed nor birth, when two strong men stand face to face, that they come from the ends of the earth.
Wow.
There you are. Wow. When you wanted it, right? You got it. Brilliant.
Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant, that.
What a wonderful poem. Fantastic.
But not many people know anything beyond. They're always saying in Parliament, oh, east is east and west
And
is
how
west.
long
And
have you
never
known
the twain
it?
shall meet.
How long have you known it?
30 years or more.
Brilliant.
You brush up from
But I've never done it for anybody.
Thank you
So
very much.
I've been
you.
practicing.
you brush up from time to time.
Oh yeah, I have to.
Oh, well, I would
You
have thought
lose them.
so. How often do you?
Well, I've got the longest poem, and I've lost it now. I've lost it. It's 25 minutes, and that's the rhyme of the three sealers. But there are many more that you know. There's some seasonal ones, some Christmassy type ones. There's some, you know, another favourite is the galley slave, which I'm not going to do today.
Oh, Steve, that's just so opposite at the moment.
But I mean, it's no different now than it was 150 years ago, when the tribes are still warring against one another. You'll never sort out Afghanistan. It's a complete waste of men out there.